Hello everybody, welcome back, or if it's your first time, thanks for checking out the channel. As is tradition, I apologize for the laundry noises in the back, but you know how it is. Just a quick update after water change day, normal video. We've got 22 CPD fry in here. They're getting quite large, quite quickly. We've got 48 of them in here. I apologize about the cloudiness. I don't miss all of the sponge filters, but when it comes to clarity, I do. It's been a few months since I've taken them all out, and honestly, I think the fish do better. Same with the shrimp. I don't know how to explain it really, but I've got way more babies this time around without any filters in the tanks. So full natural. Well, I guess the plants count as filters. So I have live plants in every tank now. Floaters and sometimes moss. These are still the last 9 remaining. I haven't sold anything on eBay at all recently. I think they booted me from the algorithm completely. But shrimp still in every one of the tanks as well. This rack is still all just oranges. We got eggs from every single breeder tank today. And just about every one of them was fertilized too. So we are doing super well in that department. And we actually have some wall clingers right away. If it'll let me focus, it will not. Maybe. There we go. Nope, I lied. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Nope, just 2. Yep, there's 3 down in the bottom. These ones all over the walls, and they're starting to swim now too. Most of them are still on the wall though. Whatever, camera. Breeders are doing great. Breeders are doing great. They're all acting like they haven't eaten today, even though they just did about an hour ago. Many CPD babies from June 11th and June 15th egg pulls. Brine shrimp bellies on these guys too. And June 18th and 22nd. Far more than I've ever gotten so far this year. Hopefully I can find a new place to sell them. Last night I did everything I needed to start selling on Amazon. Now I have to just wait to be verified. It can take 2 business days, I guess. Update on this tank. This had the 6 mystery fish in it. They've all grown to a size where I can tell that they were emerald dwarves, so they were moved over to that tank. This now has Daisy's blue rice fish. There were 9 babies out of the first little plastic shoebox that I use up there as their hatcheries. They're all right up at the top. Nice brine shrimp bellies on them too. They already have blue eyes. So they're going to do their thing in there for a while. I'll probably end up keeping these, all the June babies, and just have them as breeders here. Believe it or not, I did a 25% water change on here, but there are many coal shrimp in here, so I put some up for sale on eBay as well. Very hard to see in there, but there is a lot of shrimp. And speaking of a lot of shrimp, the blues are still doing very well as they always do. That guy needs to come out. Too light. All 3 minnows are still kicking too. CPD calls in here were doing well. Miss Floaty Butt still kicking. I didn't expect her to this long, but she seems to be prospering in here. And Stripey guy was around here. There he is. Nope, that's one of the other CPDs. Not sure where the stripe one is. But the Nubius is extremely happy now. It is getting used to being out of the water, and it's starting to take advantage of that. Not sure if you can see anybody from the top or not. Yeah, a little bit. But every water change, I'm giving these guys one of these shells. It seems to be paying off for them. Same with down here. Water changes again like normal, but I'm still not gravel vacuuming anything out because, I mean, they're extremely happy, and I'm not going to change any of that. They seem to like the dirt, and so does the moss in here. Many, many oranges. Reds are being treated the same way. As you can see, they've got all shapes and sizes, so they're happy again too. And they've just had babies again, and still same thing. I put even more moss in here and it disappeared as well, but the floaters are doing good in here, so we'll just stick with that. And somehow they're getting duckweed back, so whatever, I'm not going to fight it. The little infusoria tank is still doing good. We got a massive haul of eggs today from the Emerald Dwarves. These guys are just starting to get onto the walls. There's one right there. These guys are really on the walls. And these guys are starting to swim. It does not want to focus today at all. There we go. Brine shrimp, same as always. Maybe we can get a view of these guys today, because their stripes are coming in nice. Ooh, is he going to let us see him? Yeah, he is. That's pretty cool. And a female. Nice. Sorry about the shaky hands. I'm going to try to snap a picture if you turn sideways. Ooh, there we go. And these ones, I don't have them marked because I've got 55 of them on here. These are the 6 from the mystery tank and the 49 that were already hatched here and everything else, like normal, like the rest of them. So they're doing fantastic. Whoa, super zoom. They're doing fantastic, but these guys, for some reason, aren't growing as fast, and there's still some really tiny ones in there that'll get swallowed up. So I have them in here, and I'm feeding them brine shrimp twice a day instead of once, hoping to pump them up by Wednesday, which I doubt is going to happen because I'm going to need to start using that tank for these ones. So they better bulk up fast. But that's the other half of the May babies. June, we've got 52 of them in here already. It's very hard to see because of the plants and the green water. But if you look really hard, strain your eyes, they are in there. And so are about 1 million baby blue shrimp. Whenever these tanks don't have actual fish in them, I just let them go wild with the green water and the lights, and the shrimp love it. Because, I mean, there's babies, hundreds of them everywhere in every tank. This one's not as direct light, so not as much green water, but still tons and tons of babies. So the green water is very good for the fish and the shrimp. It's just not appealing to the human eye all the time. But either way, it is definitely a good thing to have, as you can see. What makes it green is all the microfauna in it, microorganisms. And these teeny tiny eyelash-sized fish eat those things when they're babies. So they can grow up having a protein source right away until they're big enough to actually eat brine shrimp, which takes them a couple of weeks. Maybe these ones will come out too. There we go. Nope, too scared. Again, I apologize for the laundry noises. I actually cleaned off all the algae from the fry tanks on all of them today, just because it was getting ugly. I just was tired of looking at it. This tank has so many babies. No matter where you look, all along the top of the water line, there are shrimp everywhere. It looks to me like they're beating out the snails. I don't see a whole lot of them, but I know there still is. And as for snails, I stuck a root tab down in there and then I put a bunch of rocks on the plant. Hopefully it'll take off better down there. But as you can see, they're no longer trying to get out of the water. So I think I got everything stabilized in here. They seem pretty happy again. Yellows, I have the fan on, I had the fan on, so it'll dry the floor off from water changes. But I turned it off because too noisy. Yellows doing their thing. Many yellows. This tank never stops moving. It's so cool to watch. These guys are starting to be added to the cull tank as well, because we have ones like this fellow here who is more clear than yellow. They will also be in the cull orders. Look at that tiny little guy. Itty bitty shrimp. Everything else is pretty much normal. The green plants that were down there from the guppy tank that used to be there finally dried out. The reason I leave stuff like that lay out so long is to make sure that all of the snails and snail eggs are dead. If not, you're going to transfer more of those little jerks everywhere, and I don't want to do that. So that's finally all organized like it should be. And everything else is pretty much going to plan. All that's left is the office tank, which got a gigantic water change today just so we could see in it. They are still terrible parents. They've been eating eggs, I think, faster than they can lay them. But their colors are looking really good. This was the tank that I just took out today. So the mop in here was in there. That one is clear now that we just emptied it out downstairs. And we have, I think, 3, possibly 4 babies in here so far. Very small ones. Oh, there's one right there. And another one here. Two more. Nice. We got 4 plus in here now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, never mind. We got a lot in here. Sweet. I didn't even see that many eggs. But, yeah. Rice fish are doing well. Always hungry. Getting very brave, too. Just got to figure out how to get them to stop eating the eggs. Because, I mean, they are full of eggs every morning. And by the end of the day, I mean, there's noticeably maybe like 2 in there. But I always see the ladies up there eating them. The boys aren't going to come down so we can see their colors. Oop, a little bit, there we go. All right. 15 minutes is long enough. I will see you guys next time. I appreciate you stopping by.